What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I just want to, basically I got a few questions on my electric blue acara that I got here. I'm wondering if anybody out there knows how to really tell the difference between a male and a female without venting them. I'm sorry, I'll see a little bit of food floating around over here. I did just throw some food in for them. So I have noticed a couple of differences between them. This one down here, if it'll turn to the side, if you look at the dorsal fin on this one compared to that guy back there, the one back here in the corner, the dorsal fin seems to stretch out a lot farther towards the back and seems to come to more of a point than the other ones. And then like that one there, again, not quite as long, doesn't come to as much of a point. And then this one's got kind of a little bit more of a point, but again, not quite as long. But this one is also a little bit smaller than the other one as well. So I'm wondering if that'll grow in. Basically just wondering if anybody else has any experience with electric blue acara as far as that goes. Kind of just wondering if it's even possible for me to get a breeding pair out of the four that I have here. Yeah, they are in a 90-gallon tank, so they do look pretty small in there, but I know that they're gonna get bigger, and I figured for four of them, a 90-gallon would be fine for now, and I might need to either upgrade or drop down to just 2 if I get a breeding pair. But that's kind of where I'm at, you know. Basically just 90-gallon to grow them out, and you know, see what happens with them. Again, if anybody has any experience with that, if you could leave it down in the comment section below and let me know. Basically, if I do get any fry out of them, they'll go here into the 55-gallon. I'm not sure how much longer the yellow labs are going to be around. I'm sure once I get some fry out of if I get any fry out of the electric blue acara, they'll probably go in the 45 over on this side that I'm not going to show you right now because it's really dirty. But the fry will probably go in the 45 to start with, while I finish growing these ones out, and then once these ones are grown out, then I'll probably be bringing them up to Quality Aquatics, and bringing them up there for those guys to sell, and then probably move the electric blue acara fry into here for now. And I did notice on these that there are some that are starting to get their stripes and everything. See if I can find one here. Like, oh, zoomed in too far. Like, he's really starting to get the dark stripe. And then there's another one right there that's starting to get a stripe. That one that I believe I showed it in a previous video, that had a gill plate that didn't completely form. It still hasn't formed yet, but like I said before, it doesn't seem to bother him. You can kind of see him there. He's got like a bright red spot on his side, whereas the rest of his gill plate should be. But they are all nice, bright yellow. I also got the 2 Panda Gar in there. This tank does stay pretty clean. Again, running 2 sponge filters, one in this corner, one in that corner, and then my hang on the back filter. All that's in there is sponges. So basically just sponge filtered tank, and that's it. Fish are happy. pretty much thriving, I guess. Don't have any issues with this tank at all. Haven't had any issues with this 90 gallon either. I'll kind of stand back to where my desk is going to go once it eventually happens. Again, try and do this without showing the 45. But here's kind of the look of from where my desk is going to be. I'll probably have the camera, when I start doing live streams and everything, I'll probably have the camera kind of turned a little bit more to show all 3 tanks that are in this room. And hoping to eventually maybe add a couple more. But at this point in time, there aren't any new tanks in the plans anytime soon. Just because I am trying to save up to buy an 8-foot tank. Which when I buy the 8-foot tank, that's gonna go where the 125 is right now. And I'll probably have the South Americans in there for right now. But again, trying to save up to buy an 8-foot tank. And then the 125, depending on how big my desk is gonna be, which will go in this corner. We'll go to the other side of the room here quick, in between all the tanks. That wall there is probably, I'd say, maybe 8 feet long. So depending on how big of a desk I go with, would depend on where the 125 is going to go once I get a bigger tank. But again, this is all, I'm just blabbering on here because the 8-foot tank isn't going to happen anytime within the next, I'd say, not anytime within the next few months. It might be, you know, a little over a year. It might even be 2 years before I can afford a tank that big. Again, like I said, I'm just kind of sharing my plans with you guys as far as where the channel is going to go here in the future. I did just hit 2,500 views yesterday, so I want to say thank you to everybody that's been watching my videos. And we are over 100 subscribers. I think we just hit 105 today, so thank you for that as well. And that's pretty much all I got. Like I said, just a few questions on the Electric Blue Acara, update on the labs, and kind of just going over a little bit of what the future entails and what we're hoping to do here in the future. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments section below. If you have any suggestions on future content, leave those down below as well. We will see you guys in next week's upload. Have a great week, and don't forget to like and subscribe.